Whether it's government, business, or tech, there's been a lot of attention on the consequences of lack of women in leadership positions. A new book called Better Together makes the case that fostering more women leaders not only leads to better culture, but also better results. So joining us today are the co-authors, Jonathan Sposato, a serial entrepreneur and investor, we call you that, and Grace Kahn, an award-winning network producer. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks.
All right, so Jonathan, let's start with you. You are a middle-aged man, and you say you only fund companies with females. Why is that?
Because I fund companies with females because women make incredible leaders, entrepreneurs, and CEOs. As a matter of fact, I wrote this book because of that. And in fact, 80 female CEOs that followed over a 12-year period, it was found that they actually outperformed their male peers on the S&P 500 by 226% return on equity. That's incredible, and I want everybody to know about that. And there are things that all companies and teams can do to actually have more women in senior leadership positions, and it improves profits.
So more women, more profits. But why does having more women lead to more profits? Grace, you've interviewed a lot of women. Why do you think that is?
I think because women are, in the workplace, it's generally a happier workplace, a collaborative workplace. They find that working with women means that there's more innovation and communication and creativity, so it makes sense to me that companies that have more women are actually more profitable.
I want to follow up with your network news experience. You've worked in the industry for decades, and we've seen a lot of powerful men engaging in sexual misconduct. And just today, we have ABC pulling the Great American Baking Show because of accusations against one of the judges. What does this mean when bad behavior is tolerated? What does it mean for the companies and then the women?
What it means is, I think that the takeaway from all the revelations of sexual harassment and men behaving badly is, the message in the book that Jonathan writes really eloquently is that we cannot tolerate high performance cannot be an excuse for bad behavior, right? And for example, I have many friends who worked on the Charlie Rose show, and literally the day they came to work, the day the New York Times story broke, they were out of a job. So there are people there with 19 years of experience who they were producing an incredible show, and they're out of a job. Look at the people from, who did Kevin Spacey films,
so a lot of human suffering, you're saying, as a result. All right, so Jonathan, I want to ask you, you're a man, what shaped your views on women growing up?
Yeah, a couple of things, actually. So growing up, I was actually born to a single mother who was incredibly smart and really worked hard to make ends meet. In fact, at one point, she couldn't take care of me. But I saw how hard she struggled in a sort of antiquated, male-oriented framework. She was pushing up a much heavier rock up a steeper hill. So that activated me early. Throughout my career, I've also just heard countless story after story from really, really smart and incredible female leaders who are trying to raise money for their startup, who are trying to launch their small business, who are also struggling much harder to raise money and to put the company together. So that is why this is a passion of mine, is actually to get the word out that women make incredible leaders, and that if you are a company, having more women at the with seats at the table improves your bottom line.
All right, well, some of our viewers may not be in a work environment, but maybe in the home environment. What is the takeaway? This is for either one of you. What are concrete things that men and women can do to kind of change the balance starting from the home?
I think that the takeaway from sexual harassment is not just, oh my gosh, these people are bad. But for women in the workplace, this is an opportunity for men and women, because there are a lot of good men out there. When they see bad behavior, when a woman sees bad behavior or something that goes wrong, now it's time to speak up. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, those bad people who are exhibiting bad behaviors wreck it for the entire company.
All right, and with that, we are out of time. Jonathan, I assume you're okay with Grace, a woman, having the last word there?
Oh, absolutely. I prefer it.
All right, Jonathan, thank you so much. Grace, thank you much. Better Together is the book. 8 Ways Working with Women Leads to Extraordinary Profits and Results.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks very much.